Off of my other album, my Love Song Collection album. It's called Cumberland Mountain Bluebird. Up in the Cumberland Mountains, I climbed high up on a ridge. I looked down into the valley to the river below, where the sun was low on the mountain and long shadows streaked the hills. Well, the valley looked so peaceful, the river looked so still. The wind in the pine tree beside me was whispering such a mournful tone, and a solitary little bluebird, she was singing alone. Oh, Cumberland Mountain Bluebird, singing so sweetly. Cumberland Mountain Bluebird, tell me your story. Well, she talked of Grandpa and his singing in the peaceful valley below, fledgling days in the garden, just watching tomatoes grow. A dark cloud came over the valley, storms raged, and with her mom, she flew right over the mountain, just looking for a new home. Well, they settled in a dark hollow where the sun seldom shines, and all of the town's people were working in the coal mines. Oh, Cumberland Mountain Bluebird, singing so sweetly. Cumberland Mountain Bluebird, tell me your story. Well, the times in the hollow were dark because she and the people couldn't see her pretty blue wings in the blackness, and she couldn't fly so free. So she set her mind to the singing such sweet melodies. Then all of the people around her could hear her beauty. Oh, Cumberland Mountain Bluebird, singing so sweetly. Cumberland Mountain Bluebird, I'll tell you my story. Oh, little bluebird, I must confess, well, I climbed up this mountain to get some rest. Now I've been searching and wandering my whole life through. I've been searching for something same as you. Now I climbed this mountain from the other side where the path was steep. It was a rough ride, and my heart struck through some jagged rocks, and sometimes I even thought it's gonna stop. Now we're both here on this mountaintop. Well, I climbed up here and you flew. There's miles and miles are still ahead of you. It is love that I hear in your sweet melody. Seek love, make that your quest. In love, I find happiness. Oh, Cumberland Mountain Bluebird, singing so sweetly. Cumberland Mountain Bluebird, that love set you free.
Oh, yeah. Always choose love, Dan, right?
Oh, yeah.
Always choose love.
I guess those are my favorite songs, love songs.
Yeah. Well, that's a beautiful song. I mean,
Thank
that
you.
one especially touches me and means a lot to me. I love it. I'm glad you did that one. And that's going to be on the new record, or is that's on the old record?
That was on the old record, right?
And the last one you did will be on the new record.
Right.
And what's the name of the love song album again?
It's called Love Song Collection.
And folks can pick that up here in town.
Yeah, I think Better Day Records have got some over there.
Okay.
And,
you don't have digital downloads, or do you?
well, actually, some of the songs on my Reverb Nation
Are
site,
free.
Yeah, I've got them where the download option open, so you can download those. If you
Oh,
like.
great! That's
Yeah.
awesome. Awesome. And when are we expecting your new record to come out?
Well, I was expecting actually to get it by now, but the mixing and mastering is.
Is that being done now?
Yeah, supposedly. It's supposed to have been,
Done a while
Done
ago.
already.
Is somebody in town doing that? Is it the same person that did
yeah,
recorded it?
right, uh-huh,
Cool.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of work.
I know it.
A lot of musicians choose to record with one entity and have somebody else
Do the mixing or
mix
whatever.
and master. But
I may
it's-
do that if I think the studio is pretty busy, and they probably just not kind of put it on the back burner. So
I've never really been sure why a lot of people do that, but when I think about it, it kind of makes sense because the engineering can get so emotionally involved with it, and then you kind of think, well, I want somebody totally detached from it to master it.
yeah,
So, but other people have the engineer and the same place do all of it. So, yeah. Well, I can't wait till it comes out.
well,
It'll be out soon.
I'll get you a copy of it as soon as play here on the.
Oh
Kristen
yeah,
Radio.
we'll definitely have it on the stream, the whole record.
Yeah.
So I've got Dan Bowlds with me here on the Homegrown Radio Hour, and I'm really glad you made it in tonight. You've got a show coming up, or a couple things coming up, don't you?
Yeah, a Kentucky Homefront benefit.
The benefit.
That's coming up this Sunday. I'll be out there. I think there's a lot of artists that are going to be out there. John
Yeah.
Cage is pretty much heading that up, and
that is at Clifton Center, or
no, it's at old 502
oh yeah,
Winery.
502 Winery.
Yeah, right.
And that's this Sunday, and that's pretty much all afternoon, evening.
Right. It starts at 4
4.
and goes till I think 8 or so at least. It's at least 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of folks playing at that. That'll be a great
Right.
show. And usually we can find you up at Beer Nose on Monday
Yeah.
nights at the open mic up with
Yeah.
Alana Fugate.
Yeah, and Lana, myself, Alex Peterson, and Jimmy DeVore are going to be at the Bardstown on the 31st. We're going to be singing in the round out there
Oh, great.
from 7 to 10. So,
Well, that'll be a great show. Just Alex, not Hey Hey Honey.
no, well, I think...
Charles?
Yeah, I think Charles is going to school, and he's been really
Yeah, that's
pretty
right.
busy. Yeah, he's been pretty busy with his classes and working and
Yeah.
everything. So,
Shout
yeah.
out to you guys, Charles and Alex. Well, Dan, let's hear some more music.
Okay. Let's see. I think I'll do another country song here. This one is going to be the name. This is the title song on the album, "Little Dirt Road," and it's actually a little dirt road that my wife and I go walking on, and we grew up in that area there, and I used to go down that road all the time. There's a creek down there, and my great grandfather had a farm down there, and all that, and her grandmother lived on the same road, and but we still go walking down there, and we bought a 40-acre tract just across the road from her grandmother's old house, and we're just about finished building a new house there. We're going to move over there as soon as we get done. So
wow, you're close to done too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a lot of work. I've been doing some of it myself. And,
it is a lot of work.
Yeah, but this song's called "The Little Dirt Road."
Dan Bowlds on the Homegrown Radio Hour.
Oh, sometimes I go a-walking down this country road, and it winds through the woods and across the creek to a clearing on the other side. Well, I was here 50 years ago when my life had just begun. Back then I didn't know on this little dirt road where my life would go. At the edge of a field stands an old beech tree, and its limbs are broken down. Well, it's twisted and torn from the summer storms, branches still laying on the ground. There in its trunk, carved deep, are the names of lovers past. Back when love was new, their hopes still grew. They thought that their love would last. Oh, how I wish I could see them, 'cause I'd ask them just one thing. Well, what do you know from this little dirt road, and where did your love go? As the storms of life broke your limbs away and left them by your side, is the love that you knew when this tree first grew true in your broken heart? Then one day while I was a-walking, there was an old man parked by the road. While he was staring out into the field, said he was a-hunting. His gun lay empty in the back seat, the shells along beside. Hunted here before, there was game galore back in '34. And he pointed to a clump of trees where his childhood cabin stood. He said the '37 flood about floated it away. It was up to the second floor. And he talked about his little sister and how she died there one winter night. It was 20 below, the cold wind blow, and somehow that just wasn't right. Well, I could see that he was a-hunting, but I don't think it was the game. It was answers to his dreams on this little dirt road, and where his life had gone. Have the storms of life broke your limbs away and left them by your side? Had the dreams that you knew when this tree first grew come true in your broken heart? Well, the farmsteads have all been joined now, and the little cabins pushed away, and the smoke-belching diesels now blow their suet where the mule teams used to bray. Though I barely can remember these stories I have told of long-lost dreams on this little dirt road and where their life had gone. Yes, the storms of life have broke my limbs away and left them by my side. But those bonfires of hope that these trees once knew are still smoldering in my heart.
Little Dirt Road with Dan Bowlds here in the Homegrown Radio Hour, and that'll be the title track to his upcoming